Well, the Leafs started the season winning 3 of their first 4, and now they have lost 3 of their last 4. Power play has been a major issue. They've gone just 3 for 27 on the man advantage this season. That's one of the subjects I'm going to bring up with this guy, our TSN Hockey analyst, Martin Biron. But first, Marty, we got our first look at Joseph Woll. Was out for the first 7 games of the season with a lower body injury. How would you assess his performance in his season debut?
Well, first off, Jay, it's not easy coming back from an injury, not having played much in preseason, and now you get into the 8th game of the regular season. I understand you got to throw him in there, though. He's got to get his repetitions in. But it was also a tough start for Joseph Woll. I mean, he gets in there. He wants to field the puck. Well, you know what? He felt the players hitting him. Dylan Holloway comes in and bumps into Joseph Woll, and then you start thinking, oh, is he good physically? Is mentally? Will he think about it? He's shaken off a little bit. And unfortunately, the very next shot, it's a really good shot by Broberg. Great screen in front by his own player and by St. Louis, but it finds the back of the net. And then all of a sudden, it's 2-0. No, he battled back. He battled back and played well in the second period, to a certain extent. And then he got beat on 2 clean-sided shots. It went by Texier in the slot. He comes out, gets beat on the blocker. And this one here, look, it's a great shot. It's a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 situation. It's a great shot. But, as a goaltender, you could have come out of that game saying, I played great. I felt great. I played great. If it had just been the first 2 goals and maybe one of the third or the fourth goal. But when you give up those 2 goals, then all of a sudden you're thinking, all right, it was just okay. It was okay. Look, it's normal. It's the first game of the season, and he'll just work his way up from there. But it was just okay for Joseph Woll because of, you want to make the save on one of those last 2 goals. It didn't happen. No big deal. It wasn't the reason why the Leafs lost. So you move on. If you're Joe Woll, you say, hey, I got my reps. I'm moving on. But now the Leafs has got to figure out how to win games, and Stolarz has been the reason they've been winning so far this season.
And the power play is definitely not the reason they've been winning so far this season, because it's not been good, Marty. 3 for 27 this year so far, as I mentioned. In fact, the first power play unit actually got booed in the 3rd period of this hockey game. And, from what you're seeing, Marty, how can they turn this around?
Well, it's too predictable right now. When the Leafs go on the power play, the other team knows all we got to do is protect the bottom half of the zone, be strong in front of our net. The Leafs have not established a point shot at all this season, and you got to do that to draw the penalty killers up at the top of the zone. And Oliver Ekman-Larsson, he's a good shooter. He scored in this game against St. Louis, but he's only got 3 power play shots this year. Now, I get it. Sometimes they're blocked or deflections can happen, but you got to establish a shot higher in the zone. All these clips, you see how St. Louis is down low. They got 4 white jerseys right around, the crease. They're taking sticks. They're protecting passing lanes. So it's becoming way too predictable to play against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, the other reason, too, is, Austin Matthews only got 1 power play goals this year. He had 18 last year. He shot at almost 25% on the power play last year. He's below 10% this year. So a point shot and Matthews scoring is going to help a lot by, spreading and opening the zone so you can now hit Marner or Tavares or Nylander down low. But without Matthews scoring and without a point shot, you're not going to get a lot of results.
Leafs will be in Boston on Saturday, and then they'll be in Winnipeg on Monday. And speaking of Winnipeg, Marty's going to hang tight and talk to us a little later in the show about how the Jets did on Thursday.